Now look, y'all love calling black-owned businesses overpriced, but sometimes you're not exposing the business, you're exposing yourself. Like, listen to this guy.
Make me come back.
That's what they pretty much did to us. That's why we back.
Make me come back. So when you get 3 wings for $5,
We coming back.
hold up.
You get
But-
fries with it too.
You get fries with it too,
And bread.
and a piece of bread. But if you get 6 wings, they ain't gonna do that. They gonna charge you all this other shit.
So you get $5.
Look, you gonna pay either way it go. Either way it go. Black people want to overcharge and want you to support them.
Support them, damn it. They trying to come up.
Why would I overcharge? Why would I overpay? That is.
Because we trying to let them come up.
On me? Don't come up on me.
No, they ain't coming up just on you.
They coming up on anybody that will pay.
So you.
Anybody that will pay.
But
If
if
I'm
you-
gonna
okay,
overcharge
okay,
you,
okay,
if I'm
okay.
going now, if these wings is garbage, what they gonna do? They gonna give me my money back and let me have it for free? Hell no, because they gonna still charge you. They gonna still charge you. Why? Because that's business.
Business.
Business is business.
Absolutely.
Don't guilt black people.
Business.
Don't guilt black people into spending money with you. Let them spend it because they want to support. That's my thing. Let them support because, hey man, I want to see you do good. But I don't want you to get me pregnant in the process. Because I don't go that way. Don't bend me over. Don't bend me over. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why a lot of black businesses, especially out on this side of town or on the outskirts, oh, they're going to run the prices up, straight up giraffe pussy. It's way up there. Why? Because because they know that ain't no black businesses out here. So they're going to go up there and they're going to do that shit, and then they're going to guilt black people into doing that shit. That's why I don't like this shit. That's why I don't like this shit. And them niggas know what they doing. They know what they doing. And that's cool. I understand it's business for them. We're here, we're supporting, we're gonna have a good time. That's what it is. Now, what is this food garbage?
I know better because I ate it too many times. It's not.
And I'm going on your word.
But then you gonna follow me.
I'm going on your word.
We gonna give Munchie and Minerva's this.
I'm going on your word. Because oxtails. You see what I'm saying? That's oxtails. But it's popular. It's popular. So when they get into that, there's not, I guarantee you, not that many black-owned businesses out here. Right out here. I know where I'm at. It ain't that many. So they're gonna go overboard. This place ain't gonna last 7 months, I promise you.
This place is over 7
This place,
months.
I'm telling you, from right now, this place ain't gonna go long.
Oh yeah, you wrong.
I'm saying, if they still charging out the roof, because there's more people, black people moving out this way. And the more black people that move out this way, and that shit keep going up, they're not gonna patronize, man. Just be fair.
Well, see,
that's
what it is.
That's
This
all
is
we
the-
ask. Just
Listen.
be fair.
He starts the whole video off with "Make me come back."
Make me come back.
And after watching this whole clip, let me say what something those women were too polite to say. They don't want you to come back. Let's be clear. It was never about customer service. They were calm. They were even joking with him and giving him options. And he's the one escalating. So what's really the issue? Pricing? But not just the price, because let's be real. 3 wings for $5 is a steal.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
So it's not really the price he's upset about. He's upset at the fact that the price isn't bending to what he thinks it should be. And I'm sorry, since when do customers get to tell a business how to price their menu? I'm wondering, do you think this is the swap meet? Like, what exactly is going on? You think this is Compton Fashion Center?
Shout the season.
And this is the thing, because once you catch this next part, the whole argument really starts to fall apart. He's upset about a 3-wing special. It's a special, guys. That's meaning the 3 wings are discounted. But the issue is his behind don't want 3 wings. He wants 6. And he wants them under the same pricing structure. Sir, that's not how menus work. If you go anywhere, whether it's Wingstop, Popeyes, Buffalo Wild Wings, pricing changes based on the quantity. Like once I went to Popeyes, they had 6 wings, they were $7.99, but 12 were $16.99. And my little butt did the math in my head, and I was like, hey, it's cheaper for me to just get 2 of the 6 wings. So that's what I did. I was an adult about the situation. I didn't sit there crying, telling them to change the price of the 12 wing special. I just took 2 of the 6 wings and called it a day. I didn't try to stand there and negotiate the menu like it was a car dealership. And then, this is my favorite part. The employees literally tells him, just order 2 of the specials. A solution, right? A clear, simple solution. And he goes,
Look, you gonna pay either way it goes.
Well, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
yeah, duh. If you want more food, you're going to pay for more food. That's not a scam. That's just business. That's a menu. Like, what are we even talking about here? But here's where it really starts to get interesting, because now the argument starts moving. First it's the price, then it's make me come back, then it's y'all not going to last 7 months. And then when they tell him they've been here, he just moves it again. That's not a real complaint. That's somebody looking for a reason to go off. And if you're new here, I'm Jade with Get Into the Black, where I break down internet narrative and cultural conversations like this one. Because this right here is a perfect example. Let's be clear. Every business is not meant to serve everybody, right? And every business is not built to adjust itself to your expectations. So when someone walks in like, make me come back, that already tells me all I need to know. You think you're the target customer. You think you're the birthday. But I'm sorry, bruh. You ate. And this next part I'm about to get into is about to make a lot of y'all really uncomfortable. A lot of the criticisms I see around Black-owned businesses doesn't start from a neutral place. It starts from a lot of suspicion. So instead of seeing this business as working within its structure, people jump to saying things like they're trying to get over on me. And let's be real, a lot of the issues y'all assign to Black-owned businesses, you act as if it's a byproduct of their Blackness and not a byproduct of the situation that they're in. You frame it as if there is some kind of like elaborate scam operation. Like they tried to open up this chicken restaurant to scam the Black community. Like instead of the business just doing the best with what they have, and instead of questioning their conditions that they have to work in, you assume something shady is happening. Like old boy talking about, they're not about to get over on me. Sir, what are you even talking about? Order the special and go home. But let's be honest about what that exposes. That exposes a lot of anti-Blackness. When you guys talk about Black-owned businesses, the way you drag them as if most of the things that's going on is due to them being Black instead of a function of them being small businesses in a racialized society. Come on now. We about to unpack all of that because it's really a bigger context, and that's where this all come in. Black-owned businesses often deal with higher costs, funding, inventory, rent, access across the board. So when you compare them to major chains, you're not comparing them to equal situations. And that's the part people like to skip. And now we're about to get on the topic of why labeling yourself as a Black-owned business, why that matters. Because that's not a guilt trip. I don't even know where that narrative even started to come from. What it is transparency. It's that business telling you this is who we are and how we operate. So for people who care about where their money goes, that information matters. It's a part of group economics. It's about being intentional about where you spend. Let me break it down to you in a story. You know, I like to tell my stories. So I used to work at Enterprise Rent a Car, right? And I am working the counter, and this Korean guy goes up to the counter and he goes, "Hey, is this company Korean owned?" I looked at him because I don't have no idea. I just clock in here. But I said, "I don't think so." And he said, "Okay, can you get me a Korean owned rental car company?" I said, "Well, I don't know of any, but if you go down to Koreatown, I'm sure you're going to find one." He said, "Okay, can you help me with calling a taxi? And can you make sure it's Korean owned?" That's what you call standing on business. He had just came over here from Korea and he understood whatever money he puts into American system, he want to make sure that his people were the ones benefiting from his dollars. This was not something that was about his comfortability, because if it was about him being comfortable or taking the easiest way out or taking the simplest, cheapest route, he just would have stayed at the place that he was already in. He could have just got a car from Enterprise, but no, he understood it was deeper than that. I'm wondering when we gonna start standing on big business and stop complaining about little things. Like, it's really about us being intentional and spending our money with each other. But if you're already walking into establishments, making assumptions, ready to go off about nothing, you're not going to see why that transparency is important. You're going to see it as some form of setup, like somebody really want to come take your money that bad. Come on now. If they wanted to scam you, they wouldn't create this whole business in an effort to do that. Now, I understand that Black-owned businesses aren't perfect. I understand that sometimes they fall short. But at the end of the day, can we stop contributing it to them being Black and stop saying, "Oh, that's why I don't like Black-owned businesses"? You like businesses who treat you fairly, whether or not they're Black or not. Their Blackness is not why you got treated the way that you did. So now we have to ask ourselves a better question when we walk into these establishments. We have to ask ourselves, is it actually overpriced? Or do we just not see the value? Because overpriced isn't objective, it's personal. What feels expensive to you might be what that business needs to stay open, meaning you just ain't the target customer. Go get your money up, little brokey. So no, he didn't drag that business. He showed how fast someone can misunderstand something, refuse every solution, continue to move the goalposts, and still blame the business. And in the process, he exposed himself. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. You know, your girl love giving you videos or whatever. And for all my kinfolk, you know what to do. You better hit that like button like it owes you money. And if you're feeling really, really spicy, you can hype it up. And if you like this video, you'll most certainly like this one. And until next time, stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay Black. This is Jade, and you're watching Get Into the Black. Bye-bye.